And welcome back to Bust Picks, episode 80. My name is Dio. This is Don.
How we doing?
Welcome back. I'm just a shell.
Oh my goodness.
2 months ago, the Colts were 7-1.
Yeah.
We're 8-6. I could blame injuries, but we had already lost 3 straight games before that. How's your season going?
We're in a fight for our lives right now.
Every
Every single week from here on out, it's going to be a fight for our lives.
I love the NFL.
This is so much fun.
It's so much fun.
It gets the boys going.
Yeah, we'll talk about it later, but you just buy into bad sometimes.
Yeah.
And you're sitting there and you're like, I know this isn't the product it's supposed to be, but man, am I having a great time watching it.
Oh, Phillip Rivers out there slinging it, just nostalgia.
We'll talk him.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Yeah, we're going to get into Phillip Rivers. Fact of the day, Don.
Fact of the day, we're doing a little bit more hockey, I think, at the top of this episode. First one I want to go with the Edmonton Oilers. Have you seen their off-white, the cream jerseys that they have?
No.
Okay, I think it's a really nice jersey.
Pretty jersey.
It's a very pretty jersey.
Right, with the orange?
It's all cream Maine with their logo right in the middle.
Uh-huh.
I think it looks nice. Since they debuted that alternate jersey, they are 21-9 in that jersey.
What?
Every time they've worn it at home, they're 3-0 this season.
What?
They are limited on how many times they can wear an alternate jersey on the season. I think at most you get 8 games.
Like the NBA, they don't even care. They're like,
NBA, just go have fun.
you're winning? Wear that jersey. Remember when the Cavaliers were winning and they're just like, look, you could wear a regular jersey. We're going to give you arm sleeves.
Yeah, I mean, that's the petition the Oilers are doing right now because of how hot they are in these jerseys. The fun part about this, though, is the Sportsnet official account, the big one for Canada, that covers hockey, tweeted out afterwards showing the McDavid in that, like after their last win in the jersey, saying, all aboard the cream wagon.
I get it. We're going to do the cream team. We're going to get into it.
Yes.
I like what Edmonton's doing. I am a Kings fan. I'm supposed to hate Edmonton with all my heart and soul, but listen.
If you're that hot, it's great. This is pushing people to start saying that there needs to be a collaboration with International Delight, the coffee creamer. Because, obviously...
Why not like Tim Hortons or something?
So... Obviously, there's the generic sports brands of like something city, something nation, something like all that, right?
Milwaukee's Cream City.
So Edmonton, wearing the cream jerseys, they're dubbed by the media Cream Wagon.
Cream Wagon.
International Delight. If you look at their coffee creamers on the back, it says under their social media how to get to them with the QR codes. It says Creamer Nation Unite.
You're telling me we're reuniting the creamers?
Creamer Nation.
I love that.
That is... Tell me that's not already built in.
I feel as a new coffee drinker, which I've been dabbling my toes into.
Sure.
By the way, I didn't know coffee makes your tummy go crazy. Didn't know that. Didn't know
yes,
that.
welcome to being an adult.
Officially part of the cream team. Very happy to be here.
There we go.
Creamer Nation.
Creamer Nation. There we go.
You've been here for a long time, right?
Yeah. Edmonton Creamers, that would be a fun, alternate jersey night.
I'd buy that jersey.
I'd buy that jersey in a heartbeat.
Creamer on the back?
Yes.
Yeah, I would love that.
If it's winning that well for them, how do you not do that as an organization?
I think if this is a continuous thing that goes into the playoffs where, they've worn this jersey 12 times and they have, an 80% winning percentage on it, they should be allowed to wear it in the playoff as much as they want.
Well,
as long as they're on their home.
So Colorado's pushing for that right now because they have the Nordiques jersey from when they were a Canadian team originally. If Montreal's okay with it, because they used to be Montreal Nordiques, then they became the Canadiens when they left the Avalanche. If Montreal signs off, they're going to get extra days in the Nordiques jersey wearing the Montreal logo.
That's cool.
So Edmonton is trying to, if that goes through, Edmonton's like, hey, you let them get extra days. Can we get extra days wearing the cream?
Creamers. Yeah.
Exactly.
For Creamer Nation. Someone's got to stand up.
So I want to start that petition right now is that we need to get aboard the cream wagon.
That's a great fact of the day, Don.
Thank you.
We're on cream wagon. I'm learning all kinds of new things today. Let's get into Bust of the Week. Bust of the Week, I'll take over since you just gave me a fact of the day. Bust of the Week for this week is going to go to Diego Pavia from me.
Okay.
Diego Pavia came in second. He's the quarterback for Vanderbilt. He came in second of the Heisman voting. Last week, there was a lot of media stuff happening between Fernando Mendoza, who ended up winning the Heisman, Indiana's quarterback, and Diego Pavia, two Latin-based quarterbacks. Very different type of men altogether. Fernando Mendoza, a very tight and polished young man. Same thing with Diego Pavia. He's just very... He's a frat guy.
He's a lot more extroverted. Yeah, a lot louder.
He did end up losing by a significant amount of votes, and he went on a tirade, going to a club, buying signs that say F Mendoza, that was my Heisman, going on podcasts. When asked about what Fernando Mendoza would do when if he won the Heisman, he said he's giving the trophy back to Indiana because they gave him the opportunity to play football.
That's
what
awesome.
An awesome response.
Yeah, that's a great guy.
When they asked Diego Pavia what he was going to do with the Heisman Trophy, do you know what he said? He said he's going to put it in the back of Theo Vaughn's podcast. That is insane.
Yeah, buddy, no.
My bust of the week.
Because the committee doesn't want to give it to you at that point.
Yeah, look, I was kind of upset that Vanderbilt didn't make the playoff. It's been a strong 2 weeks. I'm kind of okay with me now saying, like, all right, Diego Pavia is not going to get a chance in the NFL.
They're going to cut him down now.
Well, he's like 5'10". He's not that. He's a good athlete, but like he's not great. He's nothing like an NFL team would be like, yep, we got to give that.
Well, I mean, Bryce Young is that high. Drew Brees.
He doesn't have the passing ability.
That's the flip side.
Yeah, it's. Diego Pavia knew that these few months was the time. He enjoyed it. Now he's going to do whatever Johnny Manziel does now.
Canadian Football League, and I think he's now playing Euro ball.
No, he doesn't even play ball. I think he just goes to Diego Pavia games. I'm not even joking.
That's sad.
He also invented a new form of shotgunning beers, which is shout out to Johnny Manziel.
Sure.
Don, who's your bust of the week?
Mine is the Italian Olympic Committee in charge of setting up. This has been a big one for the last couple days. Went a little bit more into a deep dive. So those of you guys who don't know, is the Winter Olympics is February. Yeah. So we're 2 months away, essentially. 2.5. Close.
Almost like you should have everything done.
As time of recording, 51 days away.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very close. The hockey arena is still not done. And not only is it not done, I'll throw a photo or a video that I found of someone filming as of 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Of how the arena looks. So not only is the stadium not done, they changed the dimensions of the hockey rink without telling anybody.
Correct.
And they had to get found out that they did.
Yeah.
Which is insane. So those of you guys who don't know, they're building a 16,000 capacity stadium. Well, they're retrofitting an existing stadium in order to do this. And
apparently the Olympic Committee is pissed.
Oh, they are. Because right now, typically international hockey and NHL hockey rinks are different sizes.
Correct.
Normally it's 60 meters long by, I believe, 30 meters wide is international hockey rules. NHL does the imperial, not the metric system. So theirs is, their dimensions are 60.96 meters by 25.9, 200 feet by 85 feet. So the conversions make things a little wonky. In Milan, it is 60 meters by 26 meters. They went the shorter length and the shorter width.
It's 2 inches shorter across the entire barrier, correct?
2 meters.
2 meters.
Or 1 meter shorter than the NHL.
Yeah.
And 4 meters narrower than international hockey. This was the smallest rink they could have picked.
Not only is it smallest, it wouldn't compete in most ice skating rinks, like competitions. They wouldn't find it valid.
They built it to the same dimensions as the Milan minor hockey team dimensions. The minor league team plays on that size of rink.
Here's where we're at. Why are we giving the Winter Olympics to Italy? They don't deserve it.
No.
It should be 3 locations every single few years. The Swiss get one. Canada should get one every other time it comes around.
Typically.
And we'll give one to Korea. That should be it.
Well, so Italy does have the Alps, like they do have on the other side is Switzerland. So they do have the range for it. What they're doing for the mogul runs and all the downhill skiing, all those facilities were built a year ago. They ran international competitions on those tracks a year ago now.
They only found out that they were going to host the Olympics 7 months ago, right?
9 years ago.
2019. 9 years ago?
Let me double check.
I think it was
2019. 2019. So 6 years ago.
Plenty of time.
Plenty of time to get all this set. They don't have anything ready. Typically, most event spaces are done a year in advance so you could test it, get the facilities, get all the kinks out. That's not happening here. They're going to be on the deadline to get this facility built. Nothing will be tested in time. Also, what's being kind of underreported of all that is the sheets of ice are going to be different. NHL standard is typically 8 to 9 sheets of ice. And then that's the NHL. So that way there's depth. They've reduced it by 3.
Oh, people are going to get hurt.
So that's what the NHL is worried about. So NHL historically has allowed their athletes to go play since 2014. So in the 80s, professional athletes were then allowed to join the Olympics. From 98 to 2014 was a blanket ban. They're allowed to play. 1998 to 2014 was the last time NHL players were allowed to play in the Olympics.
Okay. And then they closed it off.
They closed it off the last 2 because of COVID and mainly because of COVID and scheduling issues.
Correct.
This is their first Olympics back since 2014.
And it's huge because it's the first big national face-off since the four nation face-off.
And the NHL is now threatening if the ice Gary Bettman and the NHL group has sent their experts to Milan right now to oversee the building of the new dimensions and make sure the ice is up to NHL quality.
Yeah.
If it is not, the NHL has already openly announced if they don't meet these standards and these tests, no NHL player is going to be allowed to play in the Olympics this year. Flat out.
I hope Russia is going to be really excited to win their Mickey Mouse gold. That's what's going to happen. I mean, Canada's not going to send their players then.
They'll send their minor leaguers. The other minor leaguers have been working out and getting ready.
Well, America?
Same thing. It's just no one active.
If we send our minor leaguers,
no one in the active NHL is going to be allowed to go play. What is even a bigger slap in the face in all this? So it's worrisome for the NHL because this is supposed to be the biggest 12 months of hockey ever.
Yeah,
right now, because the 4 nations got everyone riled up for the Olympics, especially with how that ended with Canada versus U.S. They were the projected finals for the Olympics there. It's supposed, and then you have the Olympics and 4 nations within 12 months of each other. This is supposed to be the biggest moment hockey's ever had.
Yeah, and we needed it because
the sport needs to grow.
Yeah,
it's still growing. That may be torn down by Italy. And what hurts me the most is Italy's team is not even training in Italy. They're in Montreal right now doing all their prep before the Olympics.
Italy doesn't deserve the Olympics for at least 30 years.
I think if the NHL should make the call sooner than later, if this doesn't work out with this arena being built, and it doesn't, and it's projected that it won't even happen on time. If there's any delay in their scheduling, they will not get this arena built in time. The NHL says we're just going to run another 4 nations. That is the best thing you could capitalize on it right now. Is you could schedule it where the games were supposed to run with the Olympics. Run your own version in house.
That's like an NBA Cup that's happening right now.
That's the best you got. If you're going to capture any international play, that's the best you can do.
I'm going to need them to fix it.
They need to fix it completely.
Let's go into Hall of Famer of the Week. Mine is very simple. It's the guy who's tied the most sacks in NFL history. Is Myles Garrett.
Animal.
He has 3 games to get at least one full sack in order to break the record. He's probably going to end up doing it. Hopefully against Aaron Rodgers.
That'd be great.
That'd be cool.
Divisional game, getting it on your divisional rival would be awesome.
It'd be sick. And then Aaron Rodgers
breaking it on TJ's team.
Yeah.
Breaking TJ's record against TJ?
Oh, it's not TJ Watt's record. It's
TJ Watt is tied for it.
He's tied for it, but that's Strahan's record.
It's Strahan's record. TJ's tied with it. He did. He
didn't break it. He tied it.
He tied it.
And so did JJ Watt.
Yeah, but I'm saying going over TJ. Because you know they're the ones chirping to each other right now.
You hate TJ Watt.
I don't hate TJ Watt. I think he's a good player. I just think he's over the hill at this point. I just think he doesn't have the juice left to be the highest paid defensive end in the NFL.
No, I think there's a strict correlation. There's a thread line of being the highest paid pass rusher and being on a bad football team.
Oh, I think so. Because they are desperate to keep you at that point.
Yeah, there's one guy who's
Myles Garrett and the Browns.
Yeah.
Trey Hendricks and the Bengals. Those are the 3 highest paid pass
Micah
rushers.
Parsons on the Dallas Cowboys, and now on the Packers. Who's, I guess, the exception to the rule. He's really, really good, and he was getting paid a lot. So
yeah, but I don't think he's top 3 money right now. He's 4th.
No, I think he just got paid. He literally just. Oh, I think he got a pay cut. I don't know.
I think he took. No, he did get the extension, like that, yeah. But Hendrickson and TJ got their contracts after.
Yeah. Anyway, Myles Garrett, shout out to you.
Great
Hall of Famer of the week.
Amazing.
Hopefully, you can be Defensive Player of the Year this year. Don.
Going to the Micah Parsons a little bit. My Hall of Fame of the week is the Dark Wizard Jerry Jones. Like
he works in mysterious ways.
He works in mysterious ways. I don't know how he keeps getting away with this. Just if you're a star,
it's good business.
If you're trading for a star player off the Cowboys, don't. Like I don't know what else you can say now, because he has gotten away with too much.
What's getting away? It's not like his team's better.
His team isn't better.
It's not like Micah would have suffered that injury on the Dallas Cowboys.
We're talking the Emmitt Smith move. His team was objectively better. They won championships off that.
Yeah, I'm not the Emmitt Smith move.
No, but I'm saying stars overall coming off the Cowboys seems to always work out in favor or net zero, where it does. Like everyone was clowning on Jerry for this move.
Yeah,
and now it means very little.
I mean,
it is a 1-season turnaround. Yeah, it's the same season, but the Cowboys are where they probably would have been, if not 1 game behind.
I don't think Jerry Jones is happy Micah Parsons got injured.
I'm not saying he's happy.
I think he's ecstatic. I think he was dancing in his mansion with all of the people that he pays to smile for him. I think he was giddy. I think he called Art Mode, the old Raiders coach or the old Raiders owner Art.
Yeah.
And he was just like, "Hey, oh shit, he's dead. All right, let me call John Madden. Oh shit, he's dead." He was just calling all of his dead buddies just to brag, just to be so excited. He was just dancing in the hallways. I think Jerry Jones is the epitome of evil.
Yes, but he's gotten away with this one somehow.
I'm so happy he's alive.
That trade, everyone clowned on him so hard. Everyone this is the worst trade in the NFL history, and everyone was projecting Packers Super Bowl immediately.
Yeah,
and
last week, if you would have asked me, I would have told you I think the Packers and the Rams are the best 2 teams in the NFC by a mile.
And now he's laughing at everyone for "I got you to believe."
Well, now I'm sitting here and I'm like, well, Christian Watson's banged up, and this guy's hurt, and this guy's hurt, and I would say 3 of their top 5 players are probably hurt, and Micah Parsons, Tucker Kraft, and Watson. I mean, in terms of like productive,
100%
explosion players.
And I'm just saying, Jerry can't keep getting away with this.
No, it's
crazy. He is his own Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
but I think he's a dark wizard.
Yeah,
that's the only way. That's the only explanation I have for this at this point.
Let's get into play ball. We're going to talk about all 7 games, primetime games for this week. Let's get into the first game: Rams versus Seahawks, Thursday night football. I think the Rams coming off of a big win against the Detroit Lions, and the Seahawks barely eking out a win against a beaten Colts team.
Sure.
I love the Seahawks.
Seahawks plus 1.5. Let's lock it in.
You like it too?
Oh, I do. It's filthy. It's dirty. I think that Seahawks had a difficult time game planning because you don't know what's coming out of the Phillip Rivers.
Yeah,
you just don't.
Yeah, I mean, we saw. We'll talk about more about that later.
We saw when it hit the field, but there's no game planning for that.
No,
really.
And I think what they were able to do, I think Sam Darnold clearly had a Sam Darnold game.
Yeah,
as he's proven, he doesn't really have those that often now. Sam Darnold in December, there's just no lying about the stats. He's bad in December.
Yes.
It's in Seattle. It's a primetime game. I think they were looking ahead of the Colts because they knew that they can slow walk their way through a win, which they were able to do.
Yes, they were.
The Rams game means so much. It's a first seed. It's divisional. It's rivalry. It's a rematch of one of the best games in the NFL this year. And I do love everything that the Seahawks are doing. I think the Rams are a little banged up right now.
Devontae is likely out for this one. That hamstring we saw pull up on. Puka had to leave the game multiple times with injuries last week. He gets hurt every week. But if he's the number 1, and he's really the only consistent wide receiver now.
Colby Parkinson, put respect on.
No, tight end. I said wide receiver for a reason. I was Tutu Atwell?
No, yeah.
Do you trust him to be your number 2 in a divisional rivalry game?
I think they have like Whitaker or something yeah.
Yeah, they're in a rough spot. I like Colby Parkinson. I like Higbee. I like their tight end situation, but you're going on a short week. You're traveling to the 12.
Yeah.
Which is everyone talks about. It's one of the hardest environments to go play in.
It's like a college atmosphere.
In the winter, where I think it's going to, last time I saw the projection is going to be a, like, not rainy, but very cold, very damp game with high humidity.
I saw this. It's going to be a little rainy. Just a little rainy.
Little drizzle.
Yeah, a little bit of wind.
Just a little bit, which does affect passing slightly. I think the Rams are going to have a hard time going in there without the number one red zone wide receiver this season.
Yeah, I mean, that guy has 13 touchdowns this year.
It's crazy.
And they're all from like the 1 yard line.
Oh, so just throw a fade route for him.
Yeah.
On the flip side, I do want to also take Myers, Jason Myers, the kicker for Seattle, over 1.5 field goals in this one. I would even go up to 3 field goals in this. He's on a 6-game streak of at least 3 field goals made.
My fantasy
in their last 10 games, he's only not covered that line twice. He's 8-2 against that. On top of it, the Seahawks have struggled in the red zone. They don't have that kind of brawler like Charbonnet and Walker. They keep interchanging them.
Yeah, they haven't been really to get rhythm with
either, it feels like.
In a while.
That puts a lot of stress on the passing game. Sam Darnold doesn't play well in December. I think the minute they get to the 20, it's field goals.
Yeah, I mean, that's what happened last week.
Yeah. And that's what's happened consistently for the last few weeks.
I just think they're going to stick to the running game. They're going to get the ball to Puka Nacua, or they're going to get the ball to JSN as much as they can. Cooper Kupp was maybe a sneaky revenge game touchdown. We'll see, because he didn't really do too much last week. He was starting to get more work this last week against the Colts. We'll see how it goes. I really do like the Seahawks.
The Seahawks, defense always wins on short weeks.
Let's go Eagles versus Commanders. Eagles open up -6.5. It's going to be Commanders after they have shut down Jaden Daniels for the rest of the year. We're going to get a Marcus Mariota game. This is a bad defense on the Commanders. I think the Eagles, what they did to the Raiders last week, I think they're going to kind of do a similar thing this week.
Yeah.
I think they need these kind of wins to play against these worse defenses, teams that are kind of out of it, know that they don't have the motivation. Kind of get that kind of the oil that's going to get that Eagles offense running for the really important games down the stretch. I like the Eagles to cover -6.5.
No, I like them here as well. Commanders just don't really have a lot of anything that worries me. Scary Terry and Debo were taken out of last week's game. Mariota does not distribute the ball well.
But Don, Bill's alive. He scored last week.
He has been so inefficient until last week's touchdown. He was getting. I think Chris Rodriguez has had more carries than him in the last 5 games.
Yeah, as Chris Rodriguez got knocked out, and then they're like,
that's why they had to move to Bill.
Yeah.
So I'm not worried about anything on the offense there. I do think the Washington defensive line can make it a little bit interesting for Hurts here and there, but that's the most contention I think that we get out of the Commanders team here.
Yeah, I don't think
it's been a terrible season. I think they're ready to pack it up.
Bears versus Packers. That's a huge game. We talked about the Packers going through some injury problems. The Bears just beat the Cleveland Browns in one of Caleb's, I wouldn't say his best games, but man, he made some throws last week. There's a DJ Moore pass where I was just like, oh wow, Caleb.
He has these flashes. It's great. I want him to string together a few more games like this, but this season has been his best.
By far. I love Bears money line.
Yeah.
I was going to take Bears money line before the Parsons injury.
Sure.
I think you can get 2 points for them right now, but I love the money line. I think in Chicago, in the cold, it's about to be brutal. This is what Chicago wants. Mm-hmm. This is exactly where they have them. And they kind of need to win this because the NFC, they're just teams trying to get in.
Yeah.
Like the Lions, who are outside of the dance right now. But I like the Bears here. Money line, give it to me.
Sure. I'm taking under 46.5 in this one. Similar reasons to you. The weather is going to be 32 degrees under freezing with wind chill. They're looking at 12 to 15 mile per hour winds in this one. Mm-hmm. Typically passing, once you start hitting that 12 to 15, passing does take a step down.
Yeah.
Kick attempts drop by 7 yards on average. Mm-hmm. And these teams don't have the best kickers typically in the first place right now. Like, they're good.
Yeah, they're
not. You're not hitting 50-yard bombs consistently with them from the get-go.
It's hard to be really, really good kickers in those outside northern teams.
Exactly. Now you're adding wind and chill, so I think we're not going to see anything over 43 to 46 yards in terms of field goal attempts, unless game winners or end of halves kind of situations.
Like, we got to rip this.
We also see Green Bay. So not only is Christian Watson most likely out for this game,
he's out.
Savon Williams, the fourth string receiver, is also out for that as well. Dobbs just got back from injury. Reed just got back from injury, and then it's Bo Melton.
I think they're gonna also Matthew Golden's probably gonna end up playing. So that's
okay. Because I know he was still banged up a little bit towards the end of the last game. On the Bears side, Luther Burden has been on the injury report, as well as Roma Dunze.
Didn't play last week.
Didn't play last week, so we'll see when they come around on the practice reports for this week. They didn't really release much information. I didn't see
anything about it.
Yeah, for today. But considering where these offenses stand at the moment, it's just going to be a ground and pound game in my mind. Considering the weather, it's going to you don't get a lot of high scoring affairs.
I don't think we're going to get a high scoring game. Yeah. I think it's going to be tight. I think it's going to be a game that both teams are going to look ugly. But I do believe in the Bears coaching staff to get them there.
Sure.
It does make me a little nervous that the Packers are coming off a loss. Usually, I like to take good teams off of losses because they know how to bounce back. But
divisional games get weird. You can't really always apply that.
And I think the Bears are always going to give all they can to try to beat the Packers.
Yes.
When the Packers, I don't always feel like they do that. I feel like the Bears hate the Packers fans more than Packers hate the Bears because they just dominate them.
Yeah, Packers very much feel like we've won this so many times. We expect it.
Yeah,
in a way.
I mean, they still want to win it, though.
Oh, yeah. You don't want to let little brother get up. Yeah.
Chargers, Cowboys, a game that kind of matters now. Cowboys are still alive. Chargers, Justin Herbert playing with a broken hand and still winning games. Doesn't care. Gonna beat the Chiefs.
He is one of the toughest guys in the NFL.
No, he's awesome. There's a whole campaign of people that kind of have started this Justin Herbert's not that good thing going on.
I don't get it. He's an Iron Man.
I think he's a good quarterback.
Yeah,
I would love to have him on my team. Here we are, though. Chargers kind of getting a little healthier again. I know. I just said their quarterback broke his hand, but they're winning games. They need to win games to stay in this playoff hunt. Maybe even win the division if the Broncos slip. But Cowboys in the same spot. Your boy Pickens hasn't really stepped up in the past 2 weeks.
No, he's gone a little diva mode here and there. Some we saw in the Steelers, it's kind of that time. It feels like crunch time games, and he expects to be treated as a number one now, and it's like that's not going to happen in this offense.
So when I went to go look at this line, and I was like, all right, what are they giving me? And I saw the the Chargers are underdogs.
Yes, 1.5.
I'm taking the 1.5.
I like it here. I'm in lockstep. Cowboys secondary on the season so far has allowed 68.7% completion rate, one of the worst in the entire league. Average QB ratings are 110.5, 8.2 yards per attempt, and 267 passing yards and 2 touchdowns.
That's fantastic.
That is a great secondary to go attack. On the flip side, I know the Chargers O-line has been an issue. Yeah. Over their last 6 games, they have allowed 4.7 sacks per game. Yeah, that doesn't really seem to affect Herbert much in these last 6, though. It's like he gets hit, he gets up, and he throws the deep bomb.
On games where he gets sacked 4 or more times, he's 3-1. 3-1 this year.
He's mean.
Yeah, he's like bananas.
It is. So I'm leaning the Chargers. I think that secondary is real. I think it will give.
Team, man.
Yeah, I think Derwin James will give Pickens like that. That's a fist fight I'm waiting to see happen.
Also,
because he will get in Pickens' face. He's not scared of him. I think CeeDee's going to be the big. If CeeDee's going to beat you, or if you could contain him to under 100 yards, you can win this.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Are the Cowboys good?
I think they have a lot of great pieces. They need a defense to complement the offense because the offense is great. If you get Pickens to show up week in and week out, that offense is one of the best in the NFL.
May the judge make note, he didn't answer yes or no.
I think right now I would put them 1 game over 500 consistently. If you give them a defense,
have the tie. Do we see a realistic world where they go 8-1? That's because that's what I think is about to happen.
They have the tie. I think that's fine. I think that's where they will be. all I'm trying to qualify.
I think they're the most middle team in the NFL.
Yeah, because they have an offense that could go toe to toe with anybody and a defense who could collapse the Browns.
Their defense has been a little bit more impressive.
It has been more impressive this year, but it's just not. There's nothing to scare.
Later in the year, yeah, no,
there's just nothing to worry about there.
So we're both going Chargers. Let's go into the Broncos Jaguars. Kind of this oddly really important game now. Jaguars
huge for AFC seeding implications as well as divisional.
Yeah, and Broncos number 1 seed in the AFC. They've been playing games. I think they've won 10 or 11 straight
11
games.
in a row now.
They're on fire. Bo Nix is playing out of his mind. It's in Denver. Not crazy weather though.
No.
Going to be sunny. A little bit of a wind. On the other side, Trevor Lawrence has just played the best game of his career.
Was it 8 total touchdowns last week?
Yeah, I think it was 7, but
7?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it was
still
insane. It was the first time anyone's had 5 passing touchdowns, a rushing touchdown, that many yards. It was really insane. I look at this game and I'm like, okay, 46.5. These are 2 offenses that can score.
Sure.
They've shown me they can score.
Yeah.
You're telling me all I need is a 24-27 game?
I think
hit an over?
I think it's doable. I like the Broncos in this situation because of their defense. The Jags have put together 2 strong weeks.
I think more than 2.
No, more than 2. They've had a good season. Their losses are abysmal.
When was their last abysmal loss?
I want to say 3-4 weeks ago.
It was 5 weeks ago now.
Thank you.
They're kind of on a stretch.
They're on a stretch.
Their last abysmal loss was to Davis Mills comeback with the Houston Texans.
Yes.
That I understand it's collapsed, but they've been pretty consistently good.
They have been. Jacoby Myers showing up for this offense has been
huge.
A game changer. He's what Brian Thomas was supposed to be this season.
Jacksonville's defense is like it shows up. It creates a turnover every game. Trevor Lawrence is playing well.
Yeah.
Brian
100%.
Thomas is starting to get involved. Travis Etienne's a good running back.
Yes.
I'm hate the Jaguars here.
I'm not contesting any of those points.
You just like the Broncos.
I like the Broncos defense that much. I think the offense will be fine. I think they'll be middling. They can put up 28. I'm not saying that the over's not a good pick. I'm just thinking the Broncos defense comes up in key moments.
Yeah, but they get scored on.
They do get scored on,
yeah.
But they get the turnover when they need to. They get to the QB when they need to, and those do or die moments. Nick Benito shows up.
They do get to the QB,
and that's where I'm like, I think I'm liking the Broncos -3 here. I think that they can get one extra turnover that will just separate this game completely at the end.
All right, Don, it's your turn. It's the Patriots versus Ravens, Sunday Night Football, a game that you guys really need. You're 7-7 right now. You just blew out the Bengals game, and one of the worst blowout wins I've ever seen.
That was Joe Burrow came back for nothing, and I feel bad for him.
No, you don't. You were smiling ear to ear.
Oh yeah, during the game,
you
love
were
it.
dancing.
During the game, yes.
Yeah,
during the game, yes.
You hate Joe Burrow, and that's fine. He's your divisional quarterback opponent.
I hate him the same way I would hate any divisional opponent.
Correct.
At the same time, I don't have beef with him as much as I do with the Bengals' organizational decisions.
Correct.
Because they're a bad franchise. They're bad at running a franchise.
It was his decision to come back.
It was.
Yeah.
I don't care. If I'm running if I'm running the team, you are not stepping foot on that field until next season.
You can't stop someone from playing.
You could just not take them off IR.
That's against NFLPA. He could come out and just be like, "No, I want to play. They're not allowing me to play." It's happened before.
I would figure something out on the back end there because I would just
back end money,
do something like. He should not be on the field right now.
Why are we talking about the Bengals? The Patriots just came off a loss against the Bills and a huge comeback win. They were up 21-0. I will say
they scored only 3 points in that second half.
I don't blame.
They shut down.
I'm going to say nice things about the Patriots today. This sucks. I don't think that loss was entirely the Patriots' fault. I think the Bills needed the win more. I think Josh Allen has shown you he's one of the 3 guys on this planet. When he decides I'm going to win a football game, he can win a football game. I think it's him, Lamar, and Patrick Mahomes pre-ACL tear. Josh Allen went Josh Allen mode. Nothing you can do, Drake May. Just hold on tight and pray for next week. I'm sitting here at a spot where I was so ready to take the Ravens plus 2.5.
Yeah.
I see the line. They're favorites by 3.
2.5.
I have it at 3.
Okay. It depends on what book, but yeah, they've been moving back and forth.
I have to take the Patriots.
That's fair. That's fine.
I have to take the Patriots.
I'm taking the home pick. I'm going Ravens -2.5, -3. Doesn't matter to me either way.
Do you think if the Patriots didn't lose that game that you'd feel more comfortable?
Yes, I definitely would have, because they would have locked up the division in that one, which I feel like they could take their foot off the gas because they have an easier stretch after the Ravens for the final 2 weeks to go up and clinch any seeding that they want. But Patriots have dropped 2 of their last 3 against the spread so far. And in their last 2 games, last week gave up the highest points that they have all season, 35 points. Gave up their most amount of rushing yards, 168 rushing yards. Bills do not have the best ground attack in the NFL. Josh Allen's great. James Cook is solid.
James Cook is third in rushing yards
by their scrimmage numbers. They are not the best. Ravens are number 3 on the season.
Yeah.
And here's my thought process.
The Patriots are the number 1 run defense, aren't they?
They are top. I think they've
only
top
allowed 2
5.
running backs. They've only allowed 2 running backs this season with over 55 yards.
Yes. I think it dropped a little bit due to last week's stuff, though. The rankings shifted. But we know that how to beat the Patriots is get the ground game going.
Yeah.
Because teams that can get over 60 yards a carry, Patriots defense starts to struggle a little bit because their play action stoppage is not the greatest once they're committing to the run on the back end. Drake May cannot get the deep ball. And that's what we saw.
You got to stop him.
You got to stop him. That's what the Bills we saw in the second half is they moved to more of a shell prevent style defense, limited the deep shots, made him check down. Hunter Henry struggled in that role a little bit here and there. So there was some more drop passes.
You think the game plan was laid out last week?
I think it was laid out last week. I think the team that's already the defense style we play. Is we will allow you the check down, we prevent the deep ball until you get to the red zone, and then we tighten up. That's what we did for the last 3 weeks.
Yeah.
We're a ground-based team still. If there's a reason we've been limiting Derrick Henry, it's for moments like this where we rip him off 25 carries. It is a absolute must at this point.
I need a Lamar game.
We need Lamar to start running, and if we can control this clock, I think we could beat the team. We have the blueprint. Our team is built for that blueprint already. It's schemes we've been running all year.
Yeah.
Execute.
Your team should be able to beat this team. If your team is serious about, hey, we need to get into this playoffs. Hey, we want to make
this is a winnable
Super Bowl run. They have to win a game against the Patriots or the Packers next week.
100%.
I do think they're going to lose one game.
Yes. This is not one we can. I would rather lose against Green Bay.
I think it's more important you lose to Green Bay because it's not divisional.
Exactly. This matters so much more.
I think it matters a lot. I do think the Ravens are going to win this game.
Yes.
I just think the Patriots are going to cover. That's it.
Fair enough.
If I get the 3.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah. Last game of the week, it is the Colts versus the 49ers. The Colts coming off of a loss where they controlled the entire game against one of the best defenses in football with a 3-day starting 45-year-old Phillip Rivers. Shout out to Grandpa. And a 49ers team who is maybe the quietest good team in the NFL.
No one's paying attention to them anymore.
Christian McCaffrey's leading the world in
all scrimmage yards as McCaffrey. Kittle's having an all-time season right now. And just because of the injuries that have occurred to this team, everyone's been writing them off. It's like, they'll put something together, but who knows how good it will be.
They're just winning.
They're just winning games. I hate to say I think they're just going to go through the Colts this week.
I think they're going to slice us into a billion pieces. When I saw the spread was only 6, I was like, we should have gotten 13 again.
I don't know how. Well, I mean, you got 13 because you were able to limit Seattle.
Correct.
How much of that was the team limiting Seattle versus Seattle limiting Seattle?
I think the refs even knew the world was watching the Colts game, and they were like, all right, I think they're going to try to do the same thing in this game. They're going to try to massage the offense that Phillip Rivers is. The issue to me is I know Kyle Shanahan, and how he runs his offensive scheme is directly to our weaknesses on defense.
Yeah.
He's going to run a zone scheme. We don't have DeForest Buckner. Well, DeForest Buckner's probably going to play, but
we'll see.
He's going to run the ball. He's going to run a lot of in-breaking routes. Both of our best corners are out. It's going to be a Brock Purdy day. I do like the Niners -6, but I'm not going to do that. I'm actually going to take the over 46.5.
Sure.
I think this game is going to end somewhere between the 49ers scoring about 35, 31, and the Colts getting a couple garbage time points around 14. I think that's going to be the game right there.
Sounds good to me. Yeah. For me, I'm taking Kittle for a touchdown in this one. He's been on fire lately. He's one of the best red zone blankets you could have in the NFL.
Second best tight end in football.
Yeah,
Brock Bowers.
Brock Bowers is
incredible.
If he wasn't on the Raiders, that would be an easier yes for me.
100%. He's Myles Garrett. He's Myles Garrett on the Browns to me.
Exactly. I want to say yes, but I'm like, it's a team issue. It's not you. I promise.
Every time Brock Bowers gets a target, I'm like,
they're trying to run screen routes to him, and it's like you're going to Kyle Pitts this guy. Stop.
He's so good. Shout out to Kyle Pitts. Probably should have been Hall of Famer of the week.
Put together 2 weeks like that.
Yeah, that's the thing. You know what? We deserve at least 2 weeks of good Kyle Pitts
because he has been so mediocre to bad for for a couple years now. Put together a few good games like that, and you're right back in that top of that conversation immediately.
A Monday night game so bad that we started talking about the Falcons Thursday night football game. Shout out to the Colts and the Niners not getting flexed.
Good. Yeah, that one should have been flexed out.
The only hope that the Colts have at this point for the rest of their season is Anthony Richardson comes back and we beat the Jaguars and Texans in our last 2 games.
Sure.
And somehow sneak into the playoffs. That's the only way anything could be serviceable. Other than that, Chris Ballard needs to be fired. 9 straight years as the GM, 0 division titles, 0 playoff wins. Or 1 playoff win. Unacceptable.
Yeah, that's not good enough. 49ers, in the meantime, are just going to be staring down that Rams-Seahawks game to figure out if they got a shot to make it back in the playoffs.
They can still get the first seed.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, it's incredible.
I kind of hope they do just because it'd be fun.
It'd be fun. It'd be fun to be chaos. The Niners are back.
Yep.
I actually kind of like them to make the Super Bowl, but that's a whole different
We'll get into that later.
Let's get into pick of the week. We're going to give you guys our best picks of the week. Don, what's your pick of the week?
For me, I'm going back and forth between 2. I'm going Chiefs -3.5 against the Titans. I'm fine with Gardner Minshew being there. Titans are one of the basement teams still. They are 30th overall in offensive efficiency. Kansas City is not that much better overall this season.
Also, Kansas City's beat
they're beat right now, but it's just going to be a defensive masterclass by the Chiefs. They're going to be playing angry, I feel, in this one. They got embarrassed, I would say, last week by getting knocked out by the Chargers, having the entire NFL community kind of laughing at him a little bit. Mahomes' injury. This is where I feel like they're just going to come into this game angsty and just want to take anger out.
I don't feel like the entire NFL community laughed at them because of the Mahomes injury. Yeah. I think it softened the blow.
It did soften
because when you're laughing at them and then Chiefs fans are like, dude, a quarterback just tore his ACL.
Yeah, you can't.
You kind of are like, damn it.
Yeah, because you don't want him. If Mahomes finished that game,
yeah, everybody would be like dunking on him.
You don't want to dunk on him because you don't want to dunk on the injury.
Yeah, because you're just like, because the Chiefs fans are like, well, we might have won that game if Patrick Mahomes, which we all know they probably weren't going to.
No, they were not going to, but
everyone saw the issues with the Chiefs, except for me. I kept believing in the Chiefs, so that's my fault.
I think that defense is going to take their anger out on Cam Ward. And Ward, you only got 3 weeks left, buddy. Just hold tight.
I actually sneaky like the Titans to maybe win this game. College football playoffs start this week. We didn't really give you guys a breakdown on it. I'm not going to give you too much of it. I think it's really cool that JMU and Tulane are in. They're probably never going to let another group of 5 team ever get into the playoffs again.
This is going to be so rough for them.
It's going to be tough for them. But, shout out to the bye weeks that Ole Miss and Oregon get. There are 2 really good games this week in Alabama, Oklahoma. It's a rematch. Last 2 games, Oklahoma has beaten Alabama. It's kind of put a stain on them. There's kind of a weird rivalry going on there for a new team that just entered the SEC. It's on Friday night. Go watch it. It's going to be awesome. I actually like Alabama to win that game. The other game, the game we're betting on, the bet I'm giving you, is Texas A&M future to win the national championship. Texas A&M was the best team in the SEC up until they had to play their rival game, a Texas team that was hungry, trying to get into the playoffs. Texas A&M was already in. They didn't care. They get to go play a pretty mediocre Miami team.
Yeah, they're beatable.
I think they can destroy Miami. I'm taking them -3.5, but plus 2,000 to win the national championship. That's who I'm taking. I'm taking Texas A&M. They are going to have to beat Georgia.
Yep.
That's going to be tough.
Yes, that will be rough.
And then after that, they're probably going to have to beat Ohio State. But that's a different problem. If they are good enough, any team that's going to win the national championship, hey, they all got to play good teams.
Yeah, that's the whole point of playoffs is you're going to play the best.
So then I give you Texas A&M plus 2,000 future for the championship. If you want to take a heavy favorite, take Georgia. They're still plus money. They're plus 800. That's $50 to win you what? 450?
Yeah.
Or 400? That's pretty good bet.
That's not bad.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, thank you for listening to another episode of Bus Picks. My name is Dio. That is Dawn. And remember,
pray for the parlay.